y'all, I'm Kelly from Under a Texas Sky, and today I wanted to talk to you just briefly about this HV Ront tabletop heat press. I don't know if you are new. This really is principally for people who are kind of new to sublimation or heat transfer vinyl. If you are just starting out, I really recommend that you don't just start shoveling money at the most expensive equipment that you can find. I have a business where I do graphic hand towels and graphic mugs. I do a ton of sublimation. So I have got the $1,800 Stahl's auto clam, the Hottronics auto clam. I've got a $1,700 Sawgrass sublimation printer, but I didn't start out with those things. I wanted to be sure that I really loved sublimation. I just don't think there's there's just not a point in investing a ton of money at first. Maybe you're just a hobbyist and you want to be able to make t-shirts for your grandkids or for your family, for gifts and things like that. There is no point in investing gigantic dollars in those kinds of pieces of equipment if that's all you're going to be doing. Maybe you want to have a business where you're going to be making lots of things like that en masse. Still, try it out first before you do that, because you may hate it. I happen to love sublimation. I sublimate every day, all day long. I love it. But in case you don't want to have tons of expensive equipment sitting around that you're going to have to try to unload on the marketplace, and you will never get that money back. I can promise you that. So this is a great starter heat press. It's a 10 by 10, so you're going to be limited on your size of your sublimation, but 10 by 10 is not bad. Like what I have here now, this is a printable vinyl or printable transfer paper that I did this image on. It was an 8.5 by 11. So you're not going to be able to do like this whole entire thing. You would have to make it a little bit smaller, but still it's a good size for most t-shirts, especially kids shirts, hand towels and things like that. It's going to be a great size for that. So I just wanted to show you how it works. Again, it's a manual heat press. You're going to have to do a little bit of the work yourself, but it is great. And for the price point, it cannot be beat. So let's get started. And I'm going to show you how it works. The operation of this little heat press could not be easier. We just have the power button here. We're going to press the temperature dial and we're going to heat it up. Well, it's already set on 400 degrees. Otherwise, I would have pressed this button. Let's make sure it is set on 400 degrees. Let's hit temperature. It is set at 400 degrees. And then our timer, it's set at 40 seconds. But if I wanted to change it, I would just move these up and down arrows. It's set at 40 degrees. And then it takes about 10 minutes for it to heat to temperature. No time at all. So when your press reaches the correct temperature, you'll get a little beep letting you know. And then you're ready to press your garment. And I've got my garment with a little Teflon pillow that I have slipped in between the front and back of my garment. This gets it up off the table, gives it a little bit of cushion. It also protects the back of the garment. I've got a very dark image that I'm pressing on my garment, and I don't want it to bleed through to the back side. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to pre-press my garment. I've got a sheet of blowout paper, which is just a large sheet of white paper. I'm going to give it a little pre-press to get any moisture out of the garment that might be in there. It's been very humid in Texas. We've had monsoon rains, it seems like almost every day this summer. We have reached our yearly rain total. We reached that probably 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's very, very rainy. So I wanted to get any moisture out, and it gives it a little pre-press so it's all nice and smooth. So now I'm going to take my image, and that's printed on sublimation paper with sublimation ink, and it is centered on the page. So I'm going to fold it over, and I am going to just pinch the top so I know where center is. And I have got t-shirt guides. You know, if I was trying to be really precise here, then I would be using that, but I'm not super concerned about precision right now. I'm just really wanting to show you how the machine works. And I don't know if you saw this. I think you can see on here. This has a nifty little heat pad that this rests on, which is really nice. So I've got my image, and I like to come down about 3 fingers. That generally is about right. If you have the t-shirt guide, you'll know. I try to center my images to the collar. I don't necessarily center to the shirt. Most of the time these shirts aren't exactly symmetrical. Then I take heat tape, thermal tape, and I'm going to tape this image down. Because I don't want it moving around. I don't want it to be ghosting or anything like that. Then I'm going to move this pillow over a little bit. Just want to be sure it's even. And I'm pushing the parameters just a little bit of this 10-inch base. But I'm not super concerned about my image if it's not exactly perfect. You know, if I have a little fading on the edges, that's just fine for this particular image. I mean, I literally could have cut it, you know, kind of scalloped edged. For this image, it would have been fine if I had done that. So I'm not looking for perfection here, but if you are, just be really careful that your entire image is covered. Now, what I'm going to do when I bring my the press over, I want to be sure that I'm fully covered all around my image, which I look pretty good, I think. I don't want to be moving around. Then I'm going to press the button and it's going to start the timer. Then I'm going to lean on it and I'm going to put pressure. And there's a little gauge here that's telling me how much pressure I'm putting, and I want that to be in the 5s to get really good, a really good sublimation image. So, I mean, I'm on my tiptoes. I'm putting pretty good pressure here. And the 40-second timer is counting down. Here we go. Oh, you know what? And I did not cover that with that blow sheet, that blow paper, which I should have done. But my image came out perfect. But don't do what I just did. Cover that with a sheet of blowout paper when you do that, because you want to protect your garment. And you want to protect the platen, the heat element on here too. And that is it, y'all. I'm telling you that is every bit as good as an image as I would have gotten on my $1,800 Stahl's Hotronix AutoClam. It's every bit as good. It is vibrant. It is brilliant. It is a great image. And for the price point, for under $100, you can't beat it. This is portable. Like I said, it's not quite as versatile because, you know, it's not a 16 by 16 or 15 by 15 inch, but for a starter heat press, for you to get a feel for what it is And, everything that you can do with sublimation or heat transfer vinyl, which I will be doing heat transfer vinyl, so you can see how that works as well. You can't beat it. If you have any questions, please ask and I will answer whatever questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those questions for you. Go to my Amazon store. The link is below. And I'm on TikTok also under a Texas Sky. I've got tons of TikTok videos. I show you how I do my hand towels. I show you how I do my mugs. Seriously, y'all find me on TikTok as well. Hopefully TikTok's not going away. I love TikTok. I don't care what they say. I love it. And I'm going to be much more active on YouTube just in case TikTok does go away. But I appreciate y'all joining me, and I will catch you next time. Bye, y'all.